Doubting, doubting, doubting. If you would know how many voices were running inside of my head every single moment of my life, you would go crazy. And these voices have governed my world years, making me second guess every move I made, being stuck in a loop of hesitation. But one day it shifted. And today I will show you exactly how I get rid of these doubts so you can do it too and manifest the life that you desire. My name is Cliff, and I've spent years visioning my dreams and aligning my life with it. Through Buddhist and Taoist principles and the laws of manifestation, I learned how to break free, to fly, but at the same time stay grounded in who I truly am. Now, at this moment, I'm traveling a lot, I juggle multiple careers, and I live my passions. But trust me, it wasn't always that way. Let's start by understanding what doubt actually is. Doubt is not about making the wrong choice, it's rather actually not making a decision at all. Think of a time that you made a decision without doubt. How did it feel, and what was actually different when the moments that you're doubting yourself? Doubt has a capacity to paralyze us totally. But the truth actually is that you are an empowered human being that is always able to make the right decision for you, and you feel it. But like I said, the key in this whole story is, how do you feel when you're making a decision? Remember when you made a very great decision in the past? The state that you were in was always feeling good, excited, there was a lot of clarity, and you also felt very aligned with everything that was happening. Yeah? That's actually how great decisions happen. Your body has the ability to tell you if something is right or not. It is called your intuition, it is your guidance, it is something pulling you. But there is one prerequisite, and that is that there has to be excitement or some good feeling there. Because when you're excited, it's just like the universe is pulling everything towards your path to make you see that you're doing the right stuff. The same thing is in the other direction. When you're feeling overwhelmed by doubt, negative emotions will take over. And a lot of things will start running here in the head, like I said in the beginning. Am I good enough? What if I fail? Maybe there's a better way. Maybe I should wait. Yeah. And any decision you're going to make in that kind of state, in this kind of negative state, is always going to be a bad decision. What decision you make, it always starts about how you feel in the beginning. So if you want to manifest the life that you really want, you have to go start with clarity and excitement. You have to change your state first. One of the laws of manifestation I like the most is the law of resonance. It's actually very easy. It actually states that we vibrate some kind of energy. We are made of vibrations, and that the universe always acts back or reacts by pushing the same vibrations towards us. So if I were in a state that I am feeling great and joyous and curious and excited, then the universe will give us things that will make us feel that way. Have you ever looked at children that we're always so jealous on the energy that children emit, very young children, because they are so pure and they are just one bundle of hope and love, because they emit love and they also receive love. They are made to love and to receive love. So that's why they also get so much love from us. Like, they get our attention because, wow, they're so cute, they're so beautiful. But if you ever notice a child, how they walk into the life is always with curiosity and excitement. Wow, that's a beautiful tree. And wow, the sky is so blue today. And wow, did you see that person there? So the excitement that children have is, we cannot compare ourselves with children because it's so freaking pure and so beautiful. But we can learn a lot about that, because children, they see the world as like a dream, but everything that they perceive and how they experience life is like a dream. That's why they're floating through life and laughing all the time. So actually, the same thing with this topic. If we are in a state of doubt and fear, and by the way, fear is nothing else than the absence of love, isn't it? But if we are in a state of fear and doubt, then high likely we will also attract things that we will doubt ourselves even more and be even more fearful. So instead of wanting to change everything in the world around us, we have to start with ourselves and start with the state that we're in. If we can change our inner state into excitement and curiosity, then those things will start to search us. Not to search us, they will find us because we're a big magnet that's just attracting whatever is inside here. So inner garden reflects outer garden. Inner temple reflects outer temple, or how you want to say it. Or it's the mirror from the inside and the outside, the yin and the yang. Okay, let me tell you a story. Personal stories are always very fun because yeah, I like stories. So this story goes about my my journey into my career section. As you know, I'm an energy healer, but the path to where I got right now has a lot of different stories. And one of the stories is that one day a good friend of mine told me, "Hey Cliff, I know you have a dream of being like a Kung Fu master, treating his students. Well, there's a very renowned practitioner who does Chinese bone setting in a very traditional way, and he comes to Antwerp next week. So I booked a session with him. If you want, you can just come along and follow so that you can maybe see what it's all about." So I said, like a little bit skeptical, yeah, why not? Because I knew in one of my visions, it was my dream to be able to do that. That's the whole reason why I started to learn physiotherapy. So I went there and I was just amazed by this person's charisma, by the way he treated the people, the way that it was not only the techniques that he was doing, but it was his presence. And it was deep down inside, there was a voice telling me, wow, this guy, I don't know what is with this guy, but he's really doing a great job. Like I also saw him performing some things with people that I have never seen before, and people were instantly delivered from their shoulder pain, from their neck pain in very short ways of treating the person. And I remember he was saying, because I was assisting him a little bit, and he said like, hey, you got some talents in your hands there. If you want, you can maybe join me. And because I'm touring the world right now, I could use an assistant. But at that point, I just had married. We had a renovation going on. I was doing the renovations myself. I was doing 4 to 5 jobs at the same time, was still following an education. So a lot of excuses for me to say like, I would love to because I love your energy so much, but it's not the time for me, maybe later. So time passed. He went back to Malaysia. And something in my mind was still always referring to this opportunity to learn from a big master. And one day my wife said like, you keep talking about this guy, why don't you just send him a mail? And that is exactly where this story ties in with this whole topic. From that moment on, I had so many voices in my mind saying like, why you're doing this? You are not the person who should do this. Who do you think you are? Yeah, you're a physiotherapist. Your Chinese is not that well. You're not rooted in your own culture. How are you gonna get there? How much is it gonna cost a plane ticket? I don't have even money to continue the renovations right now. So why should I even send a mail that is destined to fail? I don't even know if he's gonna reply to my mails. But all these excuses in my mind were coming. And I was saying, would it hurt if I just send a mail? I can always ask. So putting my courage together, I just start writing a mail that I was very interested in his way of healing, the healing arts, how he presented it, and I was very, very interested. I sent him a mail with actually the idea that I wouldn't have a reply. But after a few weeks, I got one saying that they were interested to open a program for international students, something that they have never done before. And there was a price ticket, a very big price ticket, and it said, if you want, we start next week. So I was actually, at that moment, trembling. I can still remember, I was trembling with, I don't know if it was fear of excitement, but I was trembling. And I was like, wow, how is this possible that I get this chance? But again, all these voices were running through my head saying like, are you crazy, man? You don't have the money. You know, it's in Malaysia. It's very high. It's an expensive ticket. For 3 weeks going to Malaysia, are you crazy? You don't have the money. You don't have the time. Nothing in the world will make it possible for you to go there? And what do you have to search there? I don't even know what kind of program it's gonna be, and yada, yada, yada. So thousands of excuses kept coming in my mind. But at the same time, there was this lingering feeling inside of my heart and my soul that was yelling. There was something right in this message that it was telling me, Cliff, you should go. Cliff, you should go. And it was fighting against all those million voices that was saying that I shouldn't go. But I discussed it with my wife, and very funny, but everything that happened that week all led to the result of me taking the ticket and taking the plane, flying to Malaysia. And I can tell you, like, even I didn't have the money. In that moment, there was a family member who just came by, and I was telling the story, and via, they suddenly said, like, I can loan you the money. I can lend you the money. And it was like, my God, like, just money coming, and like, you can pay back whenever you want. And like, so the money wasn't an excuse anymore. But then I was like, okay, my family life and the job and stuff. And my wife was so supportive that suddenly she also said, like, I have a good feeling with this. Why don't you just do it? So there were so many signs telling me I had to go. Like, even the clients that I booked that week were all sick for a reason, and they didn't come, and they all canceled their appointments. So I had this feeling something is pushing me, and I feel I should do it. So I didn't doubt it, and I bought my ticket. And I can tell you, that moment I came there in Malaysia, those 3 weeks I learned under this amazing master was the best experience I've ever had in my life. And I can tell you why. It was not because I learned a new skill set of how to treat with my hands, but it was so much more. I learned from this person who is still a very inspirational man in my soul. He taught me how to treat people with the heart, to heal with the heart and not with the mind. And I'm not only saying it, but just experiencing and witnessing how he is as a person and how he steps into life and treats his students. For me, I learned so much about myself in that 3-week internship. So that's a little bit the moral of the story. I learned so many things that have changed my life forever, even until today. So many years later, even 10 years later, I'm still, the effects of the encounter with my master at that moment is still rippling forward. I'm still implementing what I got at those moments that were so clear, but now even getting more clear. So when I look back at the whole beginning of this whole story, is that fear encapsulated me, that I also had a lot of doubt. But I fought myself against this doubt and I just took action on it. And I'm so happy I did it. What I want to teach you guys, not teaching, I want to share with you guys how I look at it. But one code I used for the eternity of my life since I started working on my self-actualization, my self-growth, is make fear your purpose. Fear is just your soul trembling and telling you there is something for you to see there. And every single time I followed this fear, something very amazing came out of it. I'm going to talk about 5 practical steps you can do to overcome the doubt. The first step that you need to have is create a vision. A vision always creates clarity, and clarity always removes fear. If you have an aligned path in front of you and something comes in front of you that you need to decide, if it's on this aligned path, you won't doubt it. You will just do it. So you need to have a vision and make sure it is emotionally triggered. It's emotionally loaded. That when you think about what you want in life, you already have, oh my God, like a child who goes to a candy factory or something, like, oh my God, this kind of excitement and passion, it has to be emotionally loaded. 2, so when you align your doubt with your vision, you have a vision, you know where you're gonna go, see the thing that you're thinking about, this doubt, is it inside your vision, yes or no? Okay, so that was still part 1. 2, make sure that you change your state before you decide. Very important. Always make a decision based on a state that you're feeling good. You have to be feeling excited. You have to feel good. So go take a walk. Maybe do a meditation, do some jump ropes, do some jumping jacks, go for a workout, go for a jog, do something that makes you feel happy and feel empowered, okay? And then you go again to this burning decision that you need to make. So that was step 2. Step 3 is do the body test. Now, what is step 3? It means that you just sit down, you put the statement in front of you. For example, should I go to Malaysia, yes or no? Don't make it that it has to be answered. Just say a statement. I'm going to Malaysia. Sit down, meditate, make yourself feel grounded, and you go to this statement. I am going to Malaysia. And trust that your body will give you the sign. This is called a body test. When I did this, my body was actually shaking, so I knew there was something there. If your body is not giving you any signal at all, or you're not really feeling it, then probably you should wait a little bit before making a decision. Yeah? Your body knows. If it's something that is in line with your soul, your body always will tell you. So 3, the body test. 4, take action. Do something in the line, in the direction of the choice that you're making. A small action. Because action always will defeat fear in some kind of way. It will make the fear smaller because you start to see more. You will see that clarity even gains its momentum by taking action. When you're taking action, you start to see way better what is actually the answer that you need to hear. So 4, action. And then the 5th step, commit and go all in. When you have made a decision from this state of feeling good, from the body test, from your feeling from excitement, when you made the decision, just go with it. If this decision is fueled by all these previous steps, you just have to follow it through. And you will see the answer for yourself. No second guessing, follow it and commit all the way through. If you would like to delve a little bit deeper into your own life vision and you absolutely don't know how to start and you feel that my energy matches with yours, I would really suggest you to book an assessment call with me. Yeah? A free assessment call. You can find the link in the descriptions where I can help you to make your life vision more clearer if you want to. Now, I did a lot of talking and I want to hear a little bit more from you guys. So I want you to drop in the comments a certain action that you have made recently or a while back when there were thousands of excuses saying you not to do it, but eventually you trusted your gut feel, your intuition, and you just did it, and something very amazing, beautiful came out of it. Drop it in a comment so you also can inspire other people by making choices and don't doubt. There's one thing I definitely feel is doubting is waste of time because it's a moment that you're not taking action. Action taking is such a relief because it gives us momentum always. If you like the content I'm posting here, the stories I share, please subscribe to this channel and share it maybe with friends who maybe can benefit from this. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in one of the next ones. Peace out. Kaizen Project.